Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Excavator operator feared dead in St. Elizabeth. An excavator operator is feared dead following a freak accident at Exton Junction in St. Elizabeth on Saturday. Preliminary reports are that about 2 p.m., the operator fell in a mall pit in Exton where he was working. Efforts by emergency responders to retrieve his body up to late Saturday were unsuccessful. A search is expected to continue on Sunday. Bus driver involved in Constant Spring Road collision charged. The bus driver involved Tuesday's major traffic accident along Constant Spring Main Road in St. Andrew has been charged. Assistant Commissioner Gary McKenzie, head of the Public Safety and Traffic Enforcement Branch, told reporters that the driver David Palmer has been charged with the offense of dangerous driving. He is booked to appear in court on November 11. Several people were injured when a Toyota Corolla bus driven by Palmer slammed into a van at a traffic stop. This set off a series of collisions that left 8 vehicles badly damaged. ACP McKenzie said while Palmer was being processed, it was discovered that he had 120 outstanding traffic tickets. Man and woman killed in Westmoreland crash identified. The police have identified a man and a woman who died as a result of injuries they sustained in a motor vehicle crash on the Old Hope Road main road in Broxton, Little London, Westmoreland on Friday morning. Dead is 47-year-old Ron Stevens, otherwise called Lee, a fisherman of Liquor Bay in the community, and his pillion 53-year-old Lorna Gray of Kingswood in Savannah Lamar in the parish. Reports from the Corporate Communications Unit of the Jamaica Constabulary Force are that about 11:30 a.m., Stephen and Gray were on a motorcycle traveling along Old Hope Road in Little London when the motorcycle proceeded to overtake a truck that was turning right. The motorcycle collided with the truck and both Gray and Stephen were injured. The police was subsequently summoned and the injured persons were taken to the Savannah Lamar Public General Hospital where they were pronounced dead. The driver of the truck was questioned by the police. Investigations are ongoing. Kingston Funeral Home Director missing. A 23-year-old funeral director of Palm Gates Palm in Mona Heights, Kingston 6, has been reported missing since Thursday, November 3. He has been identified as Tyrese Simmet. According to a missing persons report, Simmet is of dark complexion, medium build, and is about 165 centimeters tall. Reports from the Halfway Tree Police are that Simmet was last seen about 3 p.m. at his workplace. All subsequent attempts to contact him have failed. Anyone with information that can assist the police to locate Tyrese Simmet is asked to contact the Halfway Tree Police at 876-926-8185, the Police 119 emergency number, or the nearest police station. Reggae icons Buju and Berries team up for Intimate. Reggae royalist Berry Hammond and Buju Banton are set to co-headline a full-length concert for the first time. The event, dubbed Intimate, will take place at Grizzle's Plantation Cove in St. Anne on January 1. Speaking at the official launch at the Rock Hotel in downtown Kingston on Thursday evening, Buju shared the meaning behind the event. The mission is clear and the vision is simple. Unify our nation through an intimate connection. It's a closeness of people, a closeness of brotherly love, a closeness of my people, the Jamaican people, he said. He also spoke to the significance of staging the event at the beginning of the year. We want to start the year right, because if you start the year right, chances are you can end right. If you start wrong, you end wrong. Let's stay right. The possibilities are we can end right. Buju also revealed that he and Berries are working on a new joint album. The music legend briefly shared the stage with Buju Long Walk to Freedom concert in 2019 and later that year at Reggae Sunfest. Reggae singer Marcia Griffiths, Group Lost, and Michelle will also share the intimate stage. Dijoni's farewell. There were tearful tributes and stories last Sunday for 18-year-old Dijoni DJ Harris, who died in September after a hectic fight with cirrhosis. The Wilmers High School for Girls graduate was diagnosed with the liver disease in 2020 and died due to complications 3 weeks after her father, Nicholas Harris, risked his life and gave her half of his liver. After the 14-hour surgery at Boston Mental Hospital for Children, Harris said she had to help his daughter and hoped that the operation would save her life. I sat down and signed those papers to go in knowing that I may not come back out, or maybe come back out okay. My daughter was suffering for quite some time, and it is not easy to see someone you used to hold in your hands in pain and suffering like that, She has been suffering for over a year, so I just had to make the decision, he told reporters. Dijoni's funeral was held at Hagley Park Seventh-day Adventist Church in Kingston. Dijoni's aunt, Stacey McFarlane Francis, told reporters that the father is hurting. As he would say, nothing is and will ever be the same without DJ. He is still in shock and processing all of it, but he is hurting physically, mentally, and emotionally. He tried his best, so continue to keep him in prayers. In addition, she said her niece was at peace. She was laid to rest in her favorite colors, so I am sure she is floating around and smiling. She loved red and black. I spoke to her at the funeral, and at that point, I really accepted this is it, and all her smiles and great memories and her funny moments came to me in a film mode all at once, she said. Knowing DJ, her favorite words are, Auntie, me alright, I'm okay. I honestly really think she is happy. I just vision her smiling non-stop. I could feel her smiling and being excitedly happy. She is my heart and soul. Dijoni, the first child of her parents, grew up in Olympics Garden and started her educational journey at Old Harper Basic School. She then went on to St. George's Girl Infant and Primary School. After her grade 6 achievement test, she matriculated to Wolmer's Girl. She attained 8 Caribbean Secondary Examination Council subjects while battling her illness. Dijoni, who would have celebrated her 19th birthday on October 3rd, then attempted to further her studies and was enrolled at the University of the Commonwealth Caribbean to study in the field of tourism and hospitality. But due to her illness, she was unable to accept the offer. As a result, she applied to sixth form at Old Harbour High School, which was closer to home. And again, because she was ill, she was not able to study. McFarlane Francis, who had contacted reporters earlier this year, said following her niece's diagnosis, the family knew immediately that they need lots of assistance, advice, prayers to fight. She added that her first thought was how she could bring awareness to the situation and make it as public as she could, with hopes of a generous medical team coming on board to execute the procedure. McFarlane Francis said she is still distraught and hurt, but is at peace for several reasons. We as her family gave 100% from beginning to end. We stopped at nothing. Every single one of us adjusted our lives and schedule to play a part. Doctors, nurses, and staff went above and beyond to help, even just to talk to DJ. She died knowing we cared for her and loved her. She had accepted her condition and always made mention of gratitude to us for trying so hard and leaving no stone unturned. So she is at peace. She always joke and say, if I own a private jet to be here so often, I would always say, no worry your head, I'll work back the plane ticket money, so she knows we care abundantly. Dijoni's grandmother, Merlin Henderson Evans, broke down while reflecting on the great memories of the past. DJ made sure we knew how much she cared. She reminded me on countless occasions how important I was to her. I knew she loved me because she took the time to tell me, and her actions mirrored her words. She would always say, Grandma, when you get old, I'm going to take care of you and Daddy and make you guys proud of me. This is a soft spot within me for her, she said. Lori Gail Brown, Dijoni's schoolmate from her tenure at Kingston Technical High School, said she was fond of nicknames. She would give everyone a nickname, but the most two famous ones are Auntie Stew Peas and Uncle Teddy Bear Face. The Dean of Discipline. I remember when we used to keep our amateur parties after school, we would save our lunch money, buy candies, or anything that we could afford to keep our party, she recalled. Most of the days after leaving for school, Dijoni used to have her favorite snack, bun and cheese, or any honey bun product in her favorite place around Mr. Austin's desk. We enjoyed our time at Kingston Technical in the evenings because we would always find something to entertain us. Another schoolmate, Aubrey and Riley, said Dijoni would always screw, but behind that, she was always a loving person, optimistic, willing, and candid. Our close bond broke when we went off to high school. Nevertheless, the love was there. We'll forever hold on to our memorial memories with each other forever. Family friend Richard Reed said it was hard to condense 8 years of memories. He worked with Dijoni's father, who is a teacher at Kingston Technical. Reed said he picked up Dijoni from St. George's from time to time when her father was busy with work. Dijoni is missed, Dijoni is loved. Remember teasing Dijoni that she would never grow up to be tall if she continued walking around with that bag, heavy bag on her small frame. I don't know if the books got lighter when she got to high school, but As we could see, she grew out of sight. Dijoni is really and truly missed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share,